not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings and welcome, my Goblin Nation! I am the Twisted Goblin, and I'm here for all your reviews, videos, thoughts, and so much more. This time, I'm gonna tell you all the awesomeness, the insanity, the funness of the pre-final episode of season 3 of the Mandalorian. Oh my god, it's so good. Let me tell you, the episode was so insanely good. I mean, yes, it was better than the last episode, and lots of people think that. Lots of people are like, you know what? This is how it's been. This is how it should be. You know, they're like, why did we get the last episode? I felt like last episode was still good. You know, I still stand by that, and I think the last episode was also good. It wasn't the most insane, and yes, it's like they do some filler, but I feel like filler can be great too. And I think the last episode was pretty good filler. It was a pretty good episode of watching those. And I liked it. I like seeing Din Djarin hate droids so much and being a little bit more ruthless. It was like a fun thing that I felt like it's always fun to see that sometimes and time. Of course, when you have like 8 episodes only, it gets and you smash that into it. It seems a bit, but I'm still glad we got it because I feel like in general all the seasons combined, this is gonna be still fucking good to have that going on. Anyway, we're now talking about this, the pre-final, let's say. I'm not gonna go into the last episode. We have a video about that, about the things what I like. So now we're gonna tell you the insanity, the awesome insanity of this episode, of the pre-final episode of season 3. What we got, the Shadow Council, or something with Shadow Council of the Empire. You know, the Empire is scattered. Empire is done. The Empire is got destroyed after the Emperor. So the New Republic thinks, and yes, you know, the Emperor is kind of dead. But some great other Moffs of the council, other high-rank Imperials have this council, this very much big council of everybody. We find out, and Moff Gideon is one of them. It also seems like, yeah, Admiral Thrawn is the one that's that everybody's waiting for. But Moff Gideon is like, you know, we have never seen his presence ever, and he has been like. I know everything that needs to be known about the known galaxy, but it's the unknown that we should be really bad. But you know, he has Moff Gideon's like, I know a lot, so he does know everything. Apparently, it's really knowledge is always power. Knowledge is the most powerful thing, and Gideon got a lot of that, and he knows, like, he tells the council of this, like, yes. I need some guards. I need some fucking guards at my side. I need some more troops to get stronger. I need all that, you know, because the Mandalorians are still there, and the Mandalorians are uniting. I find from somebody in the New Republic, like that a spy that I have in the New Republic that we had in some previous episodes. Of this season, also something that's like felt like I don't want it, but kind of good because now we find out how her story fights in. Anyway, so we're getting her. And then Moff Gideon is able to convince the council to get him to back him up a little bit, and it's like, and maybe like I want to take over because we all know Thrawn is not coming. Even though it's like, oh, his whole secret thing is a whole reason that it's gonna work because it's secret, even though it's that's all shebang is having. But he is like, you know, the Mandalorians are a threat because they're all coming together. Even though the Mandalorians' weakness is when they're scattered, when they're together, it's not so much of a weakness. But the Mandalorians are one of the only ones that could, rifle the Jedi and able to because they've been able to wipe out the Jedi so easy. They have Beskar, they have like armor, and they always can grow again because they have foundlings and the Mandalorians. But when they're scattered, all the troops are scattered. All the thing, it's gonna take hundreds of years to get there. But if they come all together, all subcultures of that come together, it's gonna be a hell of a ride, boy. It's gonna be a hell of a thing. A hell to pay. And now they're gonna try to get Mandalore back. That's their all thing. So Gideon gets his whole troops, everything. We don't know when he's gonna come in this episode, but he's coming. That's fucking awesome. The council, the Shadow Council of the Empire, Hell to the Empire. That one is one of the insanely awesome things in this episode. That's one. Moff Gideon being back is also one, but we already saw him. Later we're gonna see something awesome. But now Bo-Katan is like, okay, we need more people. I'm gonna say it. We need people to get to Mandalore, to respect Mandalore. So she convinced Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, the main Mandalorian, I think. Some people think he's gonna go be killed off, or gonna go because behind the scenes with Disney stuff. I hate that with actors lately. Like always, like, yeah, we have a Mandalorian, and he's awesome, and he doesn't take his helmet off, and I don't think he has to yet. But it's like, now we're gonna kill him off. Why? I mean, yes, I get it that the Mandalorian TV show is so much bigger now. We got all the Mandalorians. I love the lore about the Mandalorians, but also like seeing through the point of view of Din Djarin. So I don't want him to leave. I don't mind if he is a bit back and you see him more as a soldier than as the main character always. But I feel like he's still the main character. I love seeing it through his eyes. And Bo-Katan is a cool also to see her type thing. But I like it to see, even though Din Djarin is not going to be the Mandalore that like I want him to be, he's still like loyal and he's still there. And I feel like we see it through his eyes as a soldier and seeing how he deals with that instead of the Queen Bo-Katan. Like, I still like see Din Djarin stick around. He doesn't always need to be the main character, but I feel like he should stay the main. I mean, yes, Baby Yoda is also kind of, Grogu is the one that's also a main character, and it's also, where the story is based off since season 1. But still, I want the two to stay together. Also, something other awesome after that we're getting is Din Djarin and Grogu goes to his friend on first forget the name of the planet, and then the guys high counselor or something, I don't fucking remember, but he gives like, I got TR-11 now instead of TR-10, the assassin droid that we got from season 1, the only droid that Mando ever liked. Now he has been rebuilt as a suit, like this armor suit, where able to get into it and get yes or no things with and able to fight with it. This armor, it's for Grogu, and I think I'm like, hey, that's actually a cool idea. Or a little bit morbid, but what the hell, man? I'm gothic. Morbid is my middle name. Anyway, so yes, he is literally in a body of an literally Grogu is now is sitting in the body of his babysitter, the one that he tries to kill him, a friend, like the dead body of that. He is reprogrammed, and Grogu sits in that body. And a dead body! Am I the only one that thinks it's a little morbid? Sitting in a dead body, and controlling it with stakes, able to do it yes and no. It still has some function, but it's like a zombie. You fucking you're a puppet master trying to go. It's a little bit morbid, but what the heck, man? We're not gonna get much dark stories if Disney is in charge. So what the hell? Even though this one is very pretty dark, but still awesome, like a darker tone to the rest of the. I mean, the last episode was but not so dark tone, and also, but we're not gonna talk about that. We're talking about it. So this is number 2 of the things that I really like, and I think, and yes, it's a little bit morbid if you think about it. Like I do. I like to think sometimes a little bit morbid. It makes some stories so much more fun. Even Disney stories, you have here like people are retelling like, I'm gonna ruin your childhood, and I'm like, well, now you make my childhood much more happier. I like that darker story of it. It makes me appreciate it so much more. Thank you. I like a little bit of darkness in it's like it always gives light. Darkness can be so much more delightful. It's like sometimes you have darker stories and then you see the light of the end of the tunnel, and that light of the end of this is so much better. It's also why when you saw my Rhea's, like, she's too much overpowered, she's too much. I like it when they get struggle, when they fall apart and then trying to rebuild themselves, trying to get back to the light, trying to get like the struggle. It's real, man. People struggle. It's going on. Anyway, so it's also also like Din Djarin. It's like he's not the strongest Mandalorian, but he's still a badass. If he's not with the Mandalorians, he's still one of the top tier. Yes, he has been rescued. Yes, he's not good with a saber, but I feel like we still have a few seasons to go to get him to be strong, and I hope they don't kill him off any fucking time soon, because that rumor, I hope, is not true. I don't mind him as like being in blood of the backbone, but still want him as the main character or from time to time. Anyway, so they now go after that, and this little funny moments with Grogu able to control that, and then wants some food. It's like you give a child of, yes, it's 50 years old, but it has a mindset of a 7-year-old, let's say, or a 6-year-old, and so it tries to get it. You still give it control. It's like giving a control to of a car. It's like, here is a car, kids. You know how to drive it, right? You know how to drive your little toy. Now, good luck getting that kids, because it's gonna do stuff. Maybe it's better in battle because it has seen some shit, but outside of battle, it's gonna be kids, like, and actually very much kids with a fucking machine to control. Anyway, so that was a little bit fun moment to see. But like, give it to me, Grogu, give it to me. That's what I give it to me. Anyway, so after that, Bo-Katan assembles a team to get to Mandalore. Then finds this pirate ship, this Mandalorian pirate ship, and we see some other Mandalorians that actually stayed here and survived here on this planet. It's like some of them die, but it's like really, this reminds me a lot of the 100 TV show, where 100 years after, it's like nobody was there, they land, they find out they're not the only one, that there are others that survived. This feels like that the same things, like they get there after so many years, back to Mandalore, and they actually find there are other Mandalorians survive, but they look like this wasteland version of themselves, and I like it. I really like that. It looks badass. It looks a bit more pirate style, but also very cool. It's a Mandalorian pirates, but this, and I love it, man. It looks so dope. It's like, the Mandalorians are already like this culture I really love. I love everything about the Mandalorians. I think they look fucking badass. I think even just on the pirate version, like all the subcultures that they have. I mean, I'm gothic. I'm a gothic. I have even my looks. Every gothic has this own look, but we're all gothic. And then there are subcultures in gothic. There even like it's the same as the Mandalorians. They have subculture in their own culture. It's like you have like the Mandalorians, and then you have subculture of the royal that were born in it. You have that what gothic too. You have parents that are gothic, and then the kids that become gothic. But you have people that get into it on some points in their life. You can be that an adult, but you're still like this. Oh wait, so yes, the Mandalorian. Maybe that's like a whole big thing why I love the Mandalorian. But anyway, so they get in there. They wanted to get to the forge with these pirate Mandalorians. They get to the forge a little bit faster. There's a beast that attacks them, a bigger beast. It's not a Minotaur, but it is still a fucking huge giant beast that tries to kill them. They have to scatter into the thing because they cannot defeat it right now. They go to they go deep down to the forge. It's like, okay, we find the forge. Then Moff Gideon's forces comes here. It's like first they thought like, oh, Mandalorians, other Mandalorians. Are there other Mandalorians? No, they're nuts. They do have Beskar armor. But there's kind of a stormtrooper, and this is also something like the armor is black and white, and it looks kind of badass. And it's also, it's from Beskar, so it's a fucking very much able to get against lightsabers. But also, while this fight is going on and everything is like, this also makes me hyped. And I don't know if we're ever gonna see one again. But after this, I hope that Star Wars Battlefront 3 on some point comes out. And that we get, like, after, all this happens, and then we get another Star Wars Battlefront where you can play as the Mandalorians, or this Moff Gideon Empire. I think that would be, like, a cool battle to be, you can have, because there is a lots of battles, and imagine a map of the Mandalorians, like in this desert on a battlefield. I would love that! I would love that. I'm seeing the future of this. And it's like, Star Wars Battlefront, we get so many, but now EA are not able to get the price again, having the rights again. It's like, are we ever gonna see this? Because, yes, Battlefront was cool, but it's like, yes, we're still playing it, and some people do mods about it, so it's still an optional thing. But also, I'm not sure we will get it, but I feel like Battlefront 3 could have been so much cool. With every new character we gotten, it can be even better. But that's just my opinion, about what the future could behold for Star Wars. We already having other Star Wars games that's gonna be insanely amazing. But I think Battlefront is still something that should still develop, still should have a new Battlefront coming out for it, just because of all the lore we now gotten from Disney. It feels like yes, here is some potential. And certainly, if you get all the swimming pool in it, you should have Former Clone Wars. You should have the under live action. You should have the Mandalorian. I'm just saying. Anyway, so after the battle, the Mandalorians versus the storm. I don't know if the jet troopers or stormtroopers with Beskar armor fighting against the Mandalorians. Like they fight once up against going up and down, fighting, shooting, and some winning, some losing. Like it keeps on battling. It's like this cool mini battlefield. And then the Mandalorians able to push them back. They go after it. You start to see this Empire-esque thing. I'm like, is nobody seeing this while you're running at it? It's like, here's an Empire. So it's like, do they have a little base here? We find out it's not just a little base. They have a big base at the forge of the Mandalorians' whole thing. Because Moff Gideon is back. he has armor, and he has now troopers that has armor. He has this big plan. He's like, every culture has something to offer. While Tron thing, the blue guy that we're gonna see on some point again, it's like he sees the culture as a way of attacking them, way of able to find their weakness and to defeat them. Moff Gideon sees this as, that makes ways to get them, to kill, ways to conquer them and to take from them and add to his own. Like the Mandalorians have like this they have Beskar armor that's really impressive. And then there's the cloners that have like this impressive cloning ability that could be useful. And then you have besides that, you have also the Jedi that have Force abilities that could be useful, like the ability of the Force. Sure, it's like it doesn't always work, but if you have the DNA, if you can clone them, and that's Gideon's like Gideon wants literally Mandalorians with Force abilities and loyalty to him. It's like he doesn't care about Tron because he thinks like Tron, he has not been here. He doesn't know. As like, I know a lot of things, and I don't think he's gonna come back at all. He is back. Some people think that in the council, but he is even like, because he's in the unknown regions. So after the ambush and our Mandalorian, our Din Djarin has been pushed to the front. The others died that was next to him, and Bo-Katan is behind the blast door. We get, Din Djarin being captured because he wants to torture him a little bit more, or needs some more information maybe about the Jedi that he's. Either way, he gets captured, leaving leaving the rest to able to fight him. And Moff Gideon is like, you know what? Kill the rest. Open the blast doors. Kill the rest. Bo-Katan wants like, I'm not gonna surrender. I'm not gonna think. And I'm gonna escape. She tries to escape. Then we got Vizsla, one of the Vizslas that had a child that we rescued a few. That they rescued a few episodes ago. Din Djarin and Bo-Katan. Now, here's the one that's gonna keep everybody safe. While Bo-Katan escapes with the rest, he starts shooting them, tries to get them on his own, and actually does a fucking badass job. It's like, bang, he's one of the badasses of the Mandalorians, able to best the thing. He is a big character since season 1. Well, he is been one of the main Mandalorians everybody loves. And he goes down like a champion. He goes down like a real Mandalorian in a fucking fight. He starts shooting, and then able to all those Beskar fucking armors. He done it on his own. He fucking beat them all to pulp. It was fucking awesome. I love it. And then, of course, some guards comes in, but my Beskar armor guards. Like these bodyguards with red. We've seen them in the Wraith trilogy. We saw versions of them with the red, but the helmets are more Mandalorian than they are in the future. But this is with Beskar armor, with Beskar. So, and they're very good fighters with the stake, like I'd say. So they kind of annihilate him. It's like he tries to fight them off, but can't. Well, he has like a blade, a mini blade and a shield. Tries to get them. Doesn't fucking work. He gets annihilated. And that's how the episode ends. And that was what the guard, Moff Gideon's armor, Din Djarin being captured, and baby Grogu and Bo-Katan having to run. Like, all those stuff was fucking awesome. Those are some insanely awesome, more awesome things that are like the guards were very cool, medicine looking. When there's like the tree come in, kill them, go off. It was like so awesome to see this awesome. It was like an awesome Moff Gideon with the horns, helmet, like Darth Maul's Mandalorians war. Like there was thing. I don't know if he's a Mandalorian. It could be like he was once upon a time a Mandalorian, but find the Empire was much more interesting. So he became like the enemy of the Mandalorians, or have even more thing. I would not mind him being end up being a former Mandalorian that becomes an Empire thing, and all other Mandalorians hate him and don't feel him as a Mandalorian anymore, because one, he wiped most of them out after joining the Mandalorians. Two, he seems to be a Mandalorian, so somebody that was loyal to Darth Maul, but later became even loyal to the Empire, and then he even becomes his own thing. Like he is like wanted the power, he wants it more, and he doesn't care about the Mandalorians. He cares more about himself. But he used to be a Mandalorian who used to be like loyal to Darth Maul, but saw Darth Maul's ambition as his own. Like, yes, I know what this is. Yes, I kind of like what this is, and more. Could be like that, you know. Could be. Moff Gideon is a very much awesome villain already. Before I thought he would become maybe a Mandalorian, but still, like the helmet, the armor, everything about Moff Gideon is so awesome. And then his armor, his 3 guards were insanely fun to see. Like all of that was so fun. Like that all was insanely fun to see. Insanely fucking fun to watch in action. This episode is, yes, one of the top tiers of this season, if not the top tier of the season. It was really cool, really awesome. Yes, it was better than the other episodes. Doesn't mean the other episodes weren't awesome. I think they still were awesome as hell. It was fun to see, but this was also one step ahead. That was one step very fun to see. But always like the pre-final scene, they always build up on this one epic story. You cannot have this whole movie being this. You also have a slice of life to get into what also the Mandalorian is. And I have this dark story. I just love this kind of stuff. I think the Mandalorians are really great, and I think this episode makes it so insanely awesome even more. Like everything. I'm a big fan of the Mandalorians, and I think this was one of the insane episodes that's really fun and really makes Star Wars even better, because this is what I think Star Wars is. The very fight, the very slice of life of the Mandalorians. You see how they're trying to capture it, and you're always so afraid that is this the day they're gonna be wiped out? Or is they gonna because together they're much more dangerous than any Jedi, and unless they're fucking too peaceful. But like if they really set their mind to it, if they're going to start being warriors, it's so fun to see it. And I think they did a really, really very good job with this episode. It's like everything building on it, this universe. It's just insanely awesome, man! I cannot say anymore! I can go on and drag this on, but I'm not gonna do it! No! I got the Twisted Goblin! It's gonna end here. I'm a Goblin Mandalorian. If you didn't notice, now it's hard to see without armor on, but I'm a Mandalorian at heart. I should have a tattoo of the Mandalorian. I've been thinking about that for years now, and I feel like this just makes me want to do that more. Because the Mandalorian still feels for me the best whatever Star Wars has to offer. I'm still looking forward to Ahsoka thing. I still love the Star Wars games, like with Cameron. That's like so much fun to watch. So much fun. I think even though I am not a big fan of Disney in general, but when Dave Filoni is in charge, when Dave Filoni does his thing, it really fun. And even some games can really be really fun if they really like build on the Star Wars universe, like really honor the things that like this is what it's like. Like every Mandalorian, you should honor the things that went before it. You you should try something new, but still honor what has came before. I feel like the Rey trilogy didn't do that. They tried to make money out of what it becomes before, not honor it. It felt like, okay, everybody likes that, we're gonna do that again. But I feel like this Mandalorians do it so much better. Anyway, I'm keeping it dragging it on like this, so I'm gonna stop right now. Right now, I'm gonna stop! The Twisted Goblin is gonna do something else. He's gonna do it somewhere else. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video about the Mandalorian pre-final of season 3. It's really fun. I cannot wait till the next season. I cannot wait till season finale. I cannot wait! It's gonna be awesome! I hope you enjoyed this video too. I do a lot of videos about the Mandalorian because it's fucking fun. I do a lot of things about Star Wars because I love this universe itself. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see all your twisted people in my next video. Goodbye. Good night, my goblin nation. Bye-bye.
Then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.